What if every single step you take today could secretly be a step toward wealth? Imagine walking to your car, walking into work, or even just moving around your house, and with each step, money is getting closer to you, not years from now, not someday in the distant future, but within the next 24 hours. It may sound too simple to believe, but that's the point. The most powerful rituals aren't complicated, they're symbolic. And symbols, when honored with intention, have the power to reshape the way your mind and energy interact with money. Pay attention? That's why I have a simple invitation for you right now. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell to receive every practice and teaching on abundance. Like this video and share it with someone who also needs to connect with the frequency of prosperity. And write in the comments, I choose abundance now. Today, I want to share with you a practice that blends ancient symbolic wisdom with one of the smartest financial habits that wealthy Americans already use. On its own, each step is powerful. Together, they create unstoppable momentum. It's called the coin in the shoe ritual, paired with the auto savings hack. One works on your subconscious, training your mind to see abundance in every movement. The other works on your bank account, ensuring that money doesn't just flow into your life, it stays and multiplies. Think about this. For centuries, cultures around the world have used coins as symbols of luck, prosperity, and fortune. People toss coins into fountains to make wishes. Couples place coins in their shoes on their wedding day to attract wealth and stability. Soldiers carried coins for protection. These aren't just superstitions, they're rituals. They're ways of assigning meaning to small objects so they become anchors for bigger realities. And when you honor a coin by placing it in your shoe, it's no longer just metal. It becomes your personal magnet for prosperity. Now add motion to the symbol. Every time you take a step, the coin moves with you. You're not just walking, you're walking with money. Your body starts associating movement with abundance. Your subconscious learns to connect progress with prosperity. That shift alone can change the way you think and act about opportunities. Suddenly, you're no longer chasing money, it's walking right alongside you. But here's where this ritual gets even more powerful. We don't stop at symbolism. We link it to action. This is where the auto savings hack comes in. Just like the coin turns steps into abundance, automation turns income into growth. By setting up automatic transfers into a savings or investment account, you make wealth building effortless. You take discipline out of the equation and let systems work for you. Wealthy people do this all the time because they know one secret: consistency beats intensity. Small automatic moves, repeated over time, create massive results. So today, you're going to learn how to combine the coin in the shoe ritual with the auto savings hack. One feeds your energy, the other builds your financial future. Together, they shift the way money flows toward you, both in your mind and in your bank account. Coin in the shoe plus auto savings hack. Here's the promise. When you honor money with intention and combine it with a smart financial system, you unlock a new level of abundance that works from the inside out and the outside in. The coin in the shoe ritual might look simple. After all, it's just a coin. But the truth is, it's never just a coin. It's energy. It's a seed. And every seed holds the potential for a tree, a forest, a harvest beyond what you can see in the moment. By placing that coin in your shoe, you're making a declaration. Money walks with me. Every step you take becomes a reminder that prosperity is not far away. It's literally under your feet, moving with you, supporting you, showing up in your daily life. This constant, subtle reminder rewires your subconscious mind. Instead of focusing on lack or worry, you start feeling that money is always near, always following your lead. That shift alone is priceless. Because when your mindset moves from scarcity to abundance, your actions follow. You take chances, you notice opportunities, you attract conversations and offers that you used to overlook. But the promise doesn't stop at energy. That's only half the equation. The other half is action, the auto savings hack. This is where magic meets mechanics. By activating automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings or investments, you're creating a system that grows even when you're not paying attention. Imagine knowing that every week or every month, money is moving silently into a place where it multiplies. You don't have to force it. You don't have to remember it. And you don't have to fight with your own discipline. The system does the work for you. Wealthy Americans have used this strategy for decades. They don't rely on willpower, they rely on automation. They know that the best way to build wealth isn't through huge, inconsistent actions, but through small, steady, repeated moves. A little bit every time, compounded over years, becomes financial freedom. And when you combine that with the energy of the coin in the shoe ritual, you're not just building money, you're aligning with money. You're creating harmony between your inner world and your outer reality. So here's the strong promise. If you commit to this practice, you'll begin to see results faster than you thought possible. At first, it may show up as small wins, an unexpected discount, a refund, or a small transfer you'd forgotten about. But soon, you'll notice bigger changes. Your savings account growing steadily, opportunities for side income appearing, or investments beginning to multiply. And along the way, you'll feel more confident, more secure, and more open to wealth than ever before. The coin in the shoe ritual makes every step a declaration of abundance. The auto savings hack ensures every paycheck becomes a building block for wealth. Together, they create a cycle that keeps expanding, because once money feels respected, it always finds its way back to you. Let me share a story that shows just how powerful this combination can be. Sarah from Texas was skeptical at first. She thought, how could a coin in my shoe really change my finances? But she decided to try anyway. One morning, she placed a shiny quarter in her sneaker, whispered to herself, "Every step I take brings money closer to me," and went on with her day. At first, she didn't notice much, but something subtle shifted in her energy. She walked taller, she felt a quiet sense of confidence, and deep down, she carried the idea that money was already following her. That same week, she also activated auto transfers in her bank account, sending just $25 every Friday into a separate savings account. It didn't feel like much, it was less than what she spent on a meal out. But over time, something surprising happened. Within a few months, she had saved over $300 without stress. And along the way, she started receiving small but meaningful windfalls. A client paid her earlier than expected, her utility bill was lower than usual, and she even found $20 tucked into an old purse. She told me, "It felt like once I started walking with money and saving automatically, abundance finally noticed me." Then there's Jason from California. He's a freelance graphic designer who always struggled with irregular income. Some months were good, others were tough. He adopted the coin in the shoe ritual as a daily practice, especially when heading to meetings or client pitches. "It reminded me," he said, "that money is literally walking beside me." At the same time, he set up his investment app to pull $10 every time he got paid. Sometimes it was a big deposit, sometimes small, but it happened consistently. Within a year, Jason had grown a portfolio that gave him confidence he had never felt before. He no longer lived in fear of the slow months, because his money was finally working for him instead of just slipping through his fingers. And let me tell you about Maria, a single mom in Florida. She used the ritual in a deeply personal way. She put a coin in her shoe every morning before taking her kids to school. She told me, "It wasn't about the coin, it was about teaching myself that every step I take is for a better future." She also activated auto savings through her employer's direct deposit, sending a portion of her paycheck into a separate account. Within a year, she had saved enough to put down a deposit on a reliable car, something she had dreamed of for years. For Maria, the ritual was more than symbolic. It was a daily affirmation that her steps, however small, were leading her family towards security and prosperity. These stories are not about luck. They are about alignment. When you combine a physical symbol of abundance with a practical system that builds wealth automatically, your entire relationship with money changes. You stop chasing it with anxiety, and instead, you walk with it in confidence. You create a flow where energy attracts opportunity, and structure turns opportunity into lasting wealth. That's the proof. Ordinary people, using simple steps, turning rituals into results. Here's how you can bring this practice into your own life in a way that feels simple, practical, and automatic. Open a separate savings account, or even better, a high-yield savings account offered by many American online banks. The key is separation. When your savings live in the same account as your spending money, it's far too easy to dip into it without even realizing. But when you create a separate home for your savings, you build an invisible wall between what you spend and what you grow. The next step is automation. Nearly every U.S. bank or fintech app gives you the option to set up automatic transfers. You can decide to move $20 every week, $100 every paycheck, or even tiny roundups from your daily purchases. Apps like Chime, Ally, Capital One 360, or Acorns make it effortless. The beauty of automation is that it removes willpower from the equation. You don't have to remember. You don't have to argue with yourself about whether you can afford it. You set it once, and it happens in the background. Think of it this way. Every dollar you automatically transfer to your savings is like planting a seed. You don't need to water it every day. It grows quietly while you live your life. Over time, those small deposits compound into something substantial. Even $25 a week adds up to $1,300 in a year. Add interest or investment returns, and suddenly you've created a financial cushion that makes you feel safe, confident, and ready for opportunities. But let's go a step further. Create what I call your opportunity fund. This is separate from your emergency fund. While your emergency fund protects you against the unexpected car repairs, medical bills, sudden expenses, your opportunity fund is there for growth. It's money you set aside for things that can multiply your wealth. Investing in stocks, jumping on a business idea, or enrolling in a course that sharpens your skills. The wealthy understand this difference, and that's why they are always prepared to say yes when opportunities come their way. And here's where the ritual ties in. When you walk with that coin in your shoe, you're telling yourself, every step I take is a step toward wealth. When you combine that mindset with automatic savings, you're proving it in action. Each step you take physically grounds the intention, and each auto transfer grounds the financial reality. The coin may be symbolic, but the savings account is tangible. Together, they create alignment between energy and action. Don't underestimate the power of clarity. When you know that a portion of your income is always moving toward growth, you walk through life differently. You feel lighter, less anxious, and more prepared. Money no longer slips through your fingers because you've given it a destination. And money loves direction. So here's your challenge. Today, take 10 minutes to open that separate account or activate auto transfers in the one you already have. Even if it's just $5 a week, start the flow. Pair it with the coin ritual and watch how fast your relationship with money shifts. It's not about the amount, it's about the habit, the discipline, and the energy you bring to it. Breath, symbols, and habits, these are bridges between your inner world and your outer reality. And the ritual of placing a coin in your shoe is not just about carrying spare change. It's about activating a physical symbol that communicates directly with your subconscious
mind. In mystical traditions, the feet represent progress, direction, and movement in life. By walking with a coin underfoot, you are anchoring the energy of prosperity to every step you take. Each movement becomes a declaration. I am walking into abundance. I am moving toward wealth. Science backs this up in its own way. Psychologists call it embodied cognition, the idea that the body influences the mind as much as the mind influences the body. A simple physical action, like carrying a coin, creates a feedback loop that reinforces belief, and belief is the key to unlocking consistent action. When you believe wealth is moving with you, you're more likely to make decisions that attract and grow it. Now, let's combine that with the auto savings hack. Behavioral finance has shown us time and again that humans struggle with willpower and delayed gratification. Left to our own devices, we often choose immediate comfort over long-term growth. But automation changes the game. By setting up automatic transfers, you bypass the emotional tug-of-war. Money moves before you can spend it, building your future quietly in the background. Nobel Prize-winning research in economics proves that nudges like automation dramatically improve financial outcomes because they remove friction and reduce emotional decision-making. Mystics and scientists agree here, just in different languages. The mystic says energy flows where intention goes. The scientist says systems create outcomes regardless of willpower. Both are pointing to the same truth: need alignment between belief and behavior. The coin ritual creates belief, the auto-savings system creates behavior. Together, they form a powerful synergy. Think about water running downhill. Energy naturally seeks flow. When you're blocked by stress, fear, or inconsistent habits, money stagnates. But when you align your inner energy through ritual and your outer actions through structure, the block dissolves. Suddenly, opportunities appear. You notice solutions you didn't see before. You take steps that compound into bigger results. It feels almost magical, but it's simply alignment at work. There's also the emotional side. Carrying a coin in your shoe is grounding. It reminds you that prosperity is not just a dream in your head, but something connected to your daily steps. Automation, on the other hand, gives you peace of mind. You don't wake up worrying about whether you saved enough this week. You know the system is already running, building your wealth while you live your life. That calm confidence radiates outward, attracting even more abundance. So remember this: mystics and scientists are not as far apart as they seem. One talks about symbols, the other about systems. But both point to the same law: clarity, repetition, and aligned action open the door to wealth. By combining the coin in your shoe with automatic savings, you're proving to yourself, your subconscious, and even the universe that you are ready to walk steadily into prosperity. Now it's time to turn this ritual into something you can actually practice tonight. Remember, the power isn't in complexity, it's in consistency. Symbols combined with systems create transformation, and the coin in the shoe ritual, paired with the auto-savings hack, is designed to anchor wealth both in your energy and in your bank account. Let's walk through it step by step. Step 1. Choose a coin that feels meaningful to you. It could be a shiny quarter, a silver dollar, or even a penny that caught your attention because of the year it was minted. The value of the coin doesn't matter. What matters is what it represents. When you pick it up, hold it in your hand and set the intention. This coin carries the vibration of wealth, and it walks with me. Already, you're shifting your focus. Instead of seeing money as something scarce, you're claiming it as something that accompanies you. Step 2. Place the coin inside your shoe before you leave the house. Every time you walk, feel the gentle reminder that abundance is moving with you. Don't think of it as an inconvenience. Think of it as a secret partnership between you and prosperity. Each step becomes a physical declaration that you are walking toward financial growth. The more you move, the stronger the symbol becomes. This is embodied affirmation. Step 3. While you walk, silently repeat an abundance phrase. Something simple and direct. Like, every step I take brings me closer to wealth, or money moves with me and through me. Repetition programs the subconscious mind. Just as athletes use mantras to enhance performance, you are programming yourself to naturally align with abundance. Step 4. Set up your auto-savings hack. This is where the ritual leaves the realm of symbolism and enters the realm of practical wealth building. Log into your bank account or financial app and create an automatic transfer. It could be $10, $20, or $100, whatever amount feels sustainable for you right now. The point is not the size of the transfer, but the consistency. By separating this money into a dedicated savings or investment account, you create a container for growth. Think of it as the digital version of the coin in your shoe, always present, always moving with you, always working on your behalf. Step 5. Anchor the two practices together. Each morning, when you put the coin in your shoe, remind yourself, my wealth grows with every step, and my savings grow without effort. At night, when you take the coin out, place it somewhere special on your desk, on an altar, or in a small box labeled abundance. This closes the daily loop and reminds you that prosperity is not random. It is the result of intention plus action. By following these steps, you're bridging the gap between the mystical and the financial. The coin in your shoe aligns your energy. The auto savings aligns your money. Together, they create momentum that compounds day after day. What begins as a single step today can become 1,000 steps into abundance tomorrow. Now that you've learned how to activate the coin in the shoe ritual and the auto savings hack, it's time to seal this practice with words, because words carry power. Every ritual throughout history has included a spoken phrase, a declaration, or a mantra. Why? Because the vibration of your voice turns intention into reality. It transforms a thought into something that echoes both inside your subconscious and out into the world. So here is the phrase I want you to repeat with me. Every step I take attracts wealth. My money grows automatically. Don't just whisper it. Don't just think it. Say it aloud, with conviction, as if the words themselves were already true, because the moment you believe them, they begin to become true. Imagine yourself walking with that coin in your shoe. Feel the gentle pressure, reminding you that abundance walks with you. Then speak the words, every step I take attracts wealth. Suddenly, walking to your car, to your job, or even around your own home stops being routine and starts becoming symbolic. Each step becomes a magnet, pulling prosperity closer. Now, let's focus on the second half. My money grows automatically. Think about the auto savings system you've set up. Imagine money quietly moving from your checking account into your savings or investment account, without effort, without stress, without you even having to remember. This is your financial garden, and every automatic deposit is a seed. As you repeat the phrase, see that seed sprouting, growing, multiplying. The power here is in linking your inner affirmation with an outer system that supports it. Repeat it again, slowly. Every step I take attracts wealth. My money grows automatically. As you say it, let the words sink into your body. Picture your future self 6 months from now, a year from now, looking back with gratitude that you began today. That future self feels safer, stronger, freer, and it all started with a phrase, a coin, and a system. If doubt comes up while you repeat it, that's normal. Doubt is just the echo of old beliefs trying to hold on. Don't fight it, simply return to the words. Every time you say them, you're rewriting your internal script. You're replacing "money slips away" with "money multiplies for me." You're replacing "I'm walking alone" with "wealth walks with me." So tonight, tomorrow, and every day after, make this phrase your anchor. Before you step out the door, hold your coin, feel your shoes, and say it. Before you check your bank account, repeat it. Before bed, whisper it one last time. This repetition is not empty, it is energy. It aligns your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions into one unified direction: prosperity. Remember, abundance isn't just about chance, it's about alignment. With each step, you attract wealth. With each automatic transfer, you grow it. And with each word you speak, you claim it. Say it once more with me now. Every step I take attracts wealth. My money grows automatically. Now it's your turn. You've just learned the coin in the shoe ritual and the auto savings hack, and together, they're not just ideas, they're a practice. But abundance doesn't activate by watching passively. It activates the moment you declare it, the moment you participate. So I want you to take action right now. First, if this message resonated with you, hit the like button. When you do, you're not just supporting this channel, you're sending a signal to yourself and to the universe that you're ready to walk into prosperity with confidence. That single click is a tiny but powerful declaration. I choose wealth. Next, subscribe and turn on notifications. Why? Because abundance is a journey, and every day you'll discover more rituals, more practices, and more hacks that align your energy with financial freedom. Don't let this be a one-time inspiration, make it a lifestyle. Every time you return here, you're reinforcing the mindset that keeps wealth flowing. And now, the most important part. I want you to type this in the comments right now, as if you were carving it into stone. I walk in prosperity. Yes, write it in all caps. Let it be bold. Let it be loud. Let it echo. Because the moment you write those words, you're not only saying them to yourself, you're anchoring them in your subconscious, and you're sending them out into this community. And here's the beautiful part. Every comment becomes energy. When hundreds, thousands, even millions of people declare I walk in prosperity, the collective frequency rises and you become part of something bigger. Imagine scrolling through the comments and seeing a wave of people declaring the same truth. It's not just inspiring. It's contagious, and every time you come back to this video, you'll see your own words there, reminding you that you took a step, that you claimed your abundance, that you joined this movement. Now, I want you to picture yourself a few weeks from now, looking back and realizing that you didn't just watch a video, you made a declaration. And because of that, opportunities started to show up. Maybe it's unexpected money. Maybe it's a raise. Maybe it's simply feeling more confident and peaceful when you think about your finances. Whatever form it takes, it starts here with your action. So let's seal this together. Hit like, subscribe, and type it below, I walk in prosperity. Every step you take, every word you write, every action you commit to multiplies the flow of abundance. Don't just think it, don't just hope for it. Declare it, anchor it, and watch it manifest. This is your moment. This is your first step. And with that coin in your shoe and that phrase in your heart, you are walking into a future overflowing with wealth, freedom, and prosperity.